Huh. What's up, folks? We're trying to see if this shit's gonna work or not. Hey, what up, man? So, I guess while I wait for Jesse, let's see. Guest list. Invite guests. There we go. All right, Jesse, you should see the invitation on there. Hit that shit. All right, you hear me? All right, give me a sec. You're about to be live, and we're now live together. All right, so this is kind of where we're at right here, right now. If everyone can see us and hear us, it's a fucking win. Okay. So give me a message on the fucking thing right here, and let us know if you can hear us, all right, and see us, or at least see me. I don't know if they can see you, but I know they can see me for sure. All right. So, in case for those that are freaking wondering what, oh, see, and fucking Jesse jumped off. Jesse. Fucking hell, dude. There he is. Jesse. All right. Hold on a second. You're about to jump. You're about to be on live again. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. What happened? Okay.
Shouldn't.
Oh, okay. All right, now y'all let me know if you can hear Jesse. We're just literally fucking around right now. We'll talk some MMA here in a second. But for those that aren't up to date on the shit, YouTube totally fucked everybody. And it's not just us. It's not just us. It's fucking everybody, okay? So, I know I'm going to bore some of you because I talk about this shit all the time. YouTube bailed on Hangouts on air, okay? Hangouts is just like, I'm sure some of you have it, right? It was the easiest way. Dude, what are you, like, moving a body in your car?
Yeah, my bad.
God damn. Anyway, let the dead rest. Anyway, but so YouTube bailed on this Hangouts app. They used to go directly into YouTube, so it was like super clean, super easy. They never really gave it like a real explanation as to why they did that shit, but they did that shit. So it's fucking stupid and sad. What?
I think the big thing too is that they're getting rid of Hangouts altogether.
Yeah.
And I guess they're just starting to, like, chop it down little by little. But I guess I don't know. Maybe they didn't realize that so many people used Hangouts on air, or they just didn't care, and they were just like, we'll just kill it.
They don't care. Davey says that they can hear you kill a body or kill somebody.
Well, I have to make room for the new bodies. What else can I say?
Hey man, yeah, doing God's work in California, man. Anyway, all right. Well, while this shit's still working, let's talk about UFC 241 this weekend. Obviously, I'm gonna be there. Some people
you're gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Anaheim. Are you going?
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna be at the event.
I'm going camping. I'm going camping starting Friday. I'll be up in June Lake, so getting my nature on, being cold, enjoying family. So yeah,
enjoy that shit, man. Passing the cold part. No, I don't mind cold, but regardless, all right. So I'll be at the event. If anyone's going, hit me up. Let me know. What up, Jeremiah? Hit me up. Let me know if you're gonna be there. I get there on Friday night. I wanted to be there for weigh-in. Unfortunately, I gotta work, so that shit's not gonna happen. Anyway, so we'll make this quick. We're not gonna make this video too long. All right, UFC 241. Obviously, main event: DC versus Stipe 2. Co-main event: Nate Diaz versus Anthony Pettis, and everyone. A lot of people are saying that's a real main event. I think it's pretty even. And then, of course, Paulo Costas against Yoel Romero. So we'll just talk about those three fights. Jesse, Yoel Romero against Paulo Costas. It's like, so one of my friends was joking. It's like the battle between the uncaught roid heads. Who are you picking on that
one? What is it? The co-main event? Yeah. The co-main event calls them the getting off the bus, good looking getting off the bus competition, right? I mean, both guys are bodied up. I don't know. It kind of seems like it's the last hurrah for Romero, right? Like, if he can't get past Paulo Costa, I mean, it's not like they're going to give him any other title shot or any other opportunities. So, I mean, he's got to win this one. But, I mean, Paulo Costa is like a beast, he's been doing really good. He hasn't been tested as much as we'd want him to. But I'm going to go with Romero just because I know that he desperately needs this win, and he's really determined to get to that next level. So if he can't make it work here, then that's it. So I'm thinking he's going to pull it off.
Davey says, "You're $100 on the roided out guy. Either one, really." But he also says, "Yo's a fucking millionaire. He, it doesn't. He's good if he loses. Look, just because he won the judgment doesn't really mean he's gonna get that money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
It'll be years before he sees the dollar for sure.
Or they're just gonna file for bankruptcy and change their name, and that's it.
Yeah. So, who are you gonna pick on that one, Costas or Romero?
Romero, just because I think that he needs the win. If not, his career is kind of over, and then they'll do what they did to Katzengano, put him out to pasture.
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear, Katzengano got cut. Uptown says Romero's a slow starter, though. I agree, but think about Katzengano real quick. She got cut because she has a project that she couldn't put off, and I guess the UFC must have wanted to book her or something, and they were like, I don't know, they just cut her. So, fucking good for her. She can go to Bellator, get treated better probably, and maybe get a fight with Cyborg there. I think she said she wanted to fight Cyborg, right? So let that shit happen. I think
if Cyborg goes there.
If Cyborg goes there, which that's laughable on its own. The way the whole thing happened with Cyborg with her team. Her team usually pretty much means her boyfriend. So
her production team, quote unquote.
Yeah. Fucking Ray. Uptown says UFC's been ruthless lately when it comes to cutting fighters. 100%. They don't give a fuck right now. Like, remember back in the day, they used to have be looking and clawing for talent. Now they got too much talent on the roster, so they just get rid of dudes and ladies left and right.
I think it was either Pira Rose or MMA Jap. I think either one of those two young ladies said something really interesting on Twitter, where they said that once the roster gets over a certain amount, I think they were saying once they have like 600, like it's just bonkers. It's not even worth it to have that many people on the roster, and it's true. I mean, once you have that many people, I mean, what was it last week's event, the Uruguay event? I mean, how many of those fighters can you actually name and remember? Moving forward, like probably none. Maybe the main events. Some of the co-main event people, but that's about it, right? Like a lot of those guys are no-name people that now the UFC wants us to care about.
Right. Godsman May says that he believes it's more of a contract issue than a losing issue. Yeah, she wasn't on a losing streak whatsoever. And then Davey says Cat should go to ONE FC. I mean, I don't know if they have a 35 or a 40. I mean, they do have 35, don't they?
One?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can make a division for her. I mean, ONE's throwing around money, so they can probably make a division for her.
Right. All right, so back to Romero Costas. I mean, I think I'm gonna take Costas actually because he's pretty tall, right?
Yeah, you were gonna say the roided out guy, weren't you?
I was gonna say the roided out guy. I don't believe for a second Costas is clean. I don't give a shit. I don't. Costas is not clean. Romero's probably not clean. He's just really good at not getting caught. I'm kidding. I don't know about Romero, but I think it's gonna be something of just Paulo Costas just showing that he's just a new breed of fighter, a new breed of roid head, and fucking put Romero not that up to pasture. I think he'll hang around, but he'll definitely move up to 205. Is it 205? Is it 85? Is 85 right?
I thought this was I think this is 85. No, I thought this was 205.
Is it 205?
I don't know. I could look it up.
It's 85. Uptown, yeah. So I knew it was 85. Yeah, Uptown is 85. So I'm on my phone, and my phone's usually where I have all my information for the show. So there's that. Anyway, but it's 85.
Yeah, same here.
He always makes me nervous when he goes to cut weight. He makes weight, but it's just like, the fuck? How does he even do it? With that, his body looks ridiculous.
Who? Which one?
Romero.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Costas
those dudes.
Yeah,
you're right. 185.
Engineered. Yeah, Costas looks like he was engineered in a test tube of some sort. So it's just like that dude's like a chiseled, like statue. Anyway, so you taking Romero, I'm taking Costas in that one. All right. Co-main event: Nate Diaz against Anthony Pettis. The return of Nate Diaz, fucking finally. Like, you have no idea how many times I have to talk to people where they go like, "When's Nate coming back?" And Nate said this and Nate said that. He's hanging on to relevancy. He doesn't care. Like, I don't know why people think he gives a shit about being relevant. He just wants to get paid what he earned, and this is a big fucking fight to come back for. Big fucking fight. What are you thinking on this one?
You would think that like for somebody that cares about how relevant they are or like how much they're worth, they would pick like a fight that was easier, right? Kind of like a Conor McGregor, right? Like he's not going to come back for like a really, really tough fight unless it's worth it to him. Right. Nate Diaz, on the other hand, you know, sparking up a blunt at the open workouts, he doesn't care, you know? Like that just goes to show you the type of person that Nate Diaz is, which is kind of like a breath of fresh air, right? Like we have what's his name? The two piece in a soda.
Oh, Masvidal.
Masvidal, thank you. We have Masvidal, who's also the same type of guy, right? Like doesn't care, you know, but he does in a sense care about, you know, what's a relevant fight for him, right? Like he's looking to get to a certain point. On the other hand, Nate Diaz, the Diaz brothers, they don't care. If you pay them, what they're asking for, they'll show up and scrap with anybody. Hell, if you're just in the wrong place in the wrong bar and you throw shade at them, they'll scrap with you. You know?
Oh,
so
dude, I can't wait to see the highlights of the ceremonial weigh-ins and see what ends up going down there. You know it's gonna be some shit.
Well, I mean, remember too.
Oh shit.
I believe. Into the Diaz brothers, and I guess the Pettis brothers and the Diaz brothers got into it at some like nightclub or something. So there's already animosity kind of between, you know, both camps. So it should be pretty interesting. And, you know, I think it's a great fight for Diaz to come back to, you know. It's just a little weird that they're at the division, you know, a little bit heavier than you would want them to be at.
Right.
But I think, you know, a prime, you know, Diaz, you know, because he's still in his prime. What is he, like 30,
34,
33, maybe 34. Yep. Still like right in that prime of your life position, right? So, you know, I'm gonna go along with you. I already know what it is, but I'm gonna go with you, and I'm gonna say Nate Diaz takes this. I think it's gonna be a good close fight. Just because I know Pettis is a smart competitor, he's got a high fight IQ.
But he's a bad motherfucker too. Like Pettis is shit. Jesse will be back in a second, hopefully. Anyway, Pettis, he's a tough guy. There he is. Pettis is a super tough guy, right? He's one of those dudes that what's it called? He come on, Jesse. Jesse. We'll give Jesse a second to join. There he is. All right. Anyway, you'll be on in a second. All right, you're on. Go for it. So you were saying Pettis is a smart guy. Jesse? Yeah. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, like Pettis has a high IQ. I'm just worried that he's gonna be so confident in that he's in that higher weight class and he can take like the damage, kind of like, you know, the way he went after Wonder Boy, right? Like he wasn't afraid of absorbing too much damage. And I think that's going to be like a detriment to him if he does that type of game plan with Nate Diaz. Because as we know, Nate Diaz can dish it out, but he can also take it. Like he's a tank. And he's been away for so long where I'm sure he hasn't been taking a lot of damage over this time. He's probably been, you know, CBDing it up, marijuana-ing it up. So, you know, he's probably like whatever damage he did to his brain and his body is probably healed up completely by now, you know? So, I mean, you were getting a very fresh Nate Diaz against Anthony Pettis that's been in wars already, you know? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But, you know, I'm going to put my money on Diaz.
All right. So Davey says, upset alert, Pettis wins. He has more tools. Gods MMA says, I want Diaz to win, but Pettis gets it done. Yeah, Gods. You know I have to get on this shit. Gods MMA says everyone's already saying Romero looks like shit. Because he's cutting a lot of weight. Yeah. Now here's a good fight. And I don't know. I'm gonna pick in a second. Yeah, Diaz. I don't know who I'm gonna pick. I'm not even kidding. But Gods MMA makes a good point. Diaz versus Masvidal would be fun. Nick Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal would be fun as hell. Like Nate and Jorge would be the shit, but Nick and Jorge would be like fucking prime. Just like if you just wanted to see like almost like a street fight, that's the one. You know what I mean? So that's just to me. Anyway, you guys know I'm gonna pick Nate Diaz. Now again, 2-year layoff. Pettis is a tough motherfucker. Look, when I saw Pettis go at it with
What
Gilbert,
happened?
what's up? Can you hear me, Jesse? Well, I guess Jesse will be back in a second. Anyway, but as long as you guys still hear me, we're good. So when I saw, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
That's weird. All right. So when I saw Pettis go after Gilbert the way they did and beat him, it was like, holy shit, like we're really here. And then what was the other fight? The Tony Ferguson Pettis fight, that was crazy because they were just going after each other like they owed each other money and shit. So 2 years away for Diaz. Anthony's been pretty damn active. I think Pettis got to come in a little overconfident, and I think he's gonna gas out, man. I think by the third round he'll be a little gassed out, and then Nate's gonna have his way. If he goes to the ground, I think it's gonna be a pretty even exchange to the point where no one's gonna sub the other. I think knockout power wise, I think Pettis has that. But the volume's going to be on Nate's side. So it's just a fun, interesting fight. Any way you look at it, I think Nate's going to take it by decision, and just take the W, and then call out whoever you want at that point. I don't know if he'll call out McGregor. He'll do whatever. But Peach Lamar says, "Let's go Diaz. Fuck Pettis, Stockton." That's right. Anyway, I'm with y'all, dude. Hey, Diaz all day. I'm picking that. I'm never gonna pick against the Diaz ever, and I never will. I never will. All right. We should have.
I think if anybody knows you,
Uptown goes. We should have had Sergio versus Nick in the undercard. If you want to see a baby get spanked, yeah, you do that. Like that would just be like child abuse.
Yeah, I think I heard. I think the co-main event podcast I was mentioning before, they were talking about having a tag team fight between the Diaz brothers and the Pettis brothers. I think that's where I heard the story. And yeah, like one of them was like, yeah, Sergio's a little outmatched there in that tag team.
About like 3 feet of just height. Fucking hell. And about 40 pounds. Yeah, but Sergio versus Nick in the undercard would be hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, that's obviously, we're both going Diaz on this one. Could I see Pettis winning this fight? Sure. Again, 2 years off, man. It's a long time. And sure, while his body and his mind is probably pretty fresh. Inactivity. We've seen that rust, right? The ring rust. I know Dom doesn't believe in it, but we've seen it be real. So, but regardless, I'm never ever picking against a Diaz.
Yeah, but Dominic Cruz is like an outlier, right? Like he's like that weird dude. Like here's my Brendan Schaub thing of the day here. Telling that story about he's the type of guy that's in the corner hyping himself up for some charity, fun race. And he's the one over there like, they don't want you to win. He's that type of guy. Yeah. So yeah, he's an outlier.
Yeah, that's true. That dude is always angry. He's always in a bad mood. Like he has the biggest fucking chip on his shoulder. He just dropped Peach. Dude, Peach just put $500 on Nate. He might throw in another $750.
Nice.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see the odds, but I'm pretty sure it's a close fucking fight. So,
wasn't Pettis the favorite though? I believe.
I don't know. All I know is that I heard odds both ways, but I heard they were pretty close. But I don't know how. Look, I'll tell you what. If Pettis is the fucking favorite, I'm gonna look at that number. If it's big enough, I'm betting on Nate. I will bet on Nate on one of those fucking sites. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Anyway, so. Yeah, Nate Diaz. I'm picking that. All right, main event, dude. DC versus Stipe. We got the two best heavyweights in UFC history, probably, right? And yeah, dude, it's fucking. Oh shit, yeah. God's MMA says last I saw was Nate was minus 105, so it's a fucking close ass fight. Anyway, but DC versus Stipe, man. First time around, DC comes in, catches him with like a check hook, like real close, just separating off the clinch, and just catches him on the right, drops him, and finishes him on the ground. Do you see it going the same way this time?
No. I think the outcome will be the same. Well, okay, the result will be the same, not the outcome. Right. Because I don't think DC will knock him out again. I just think Stipe will be too smart for that, he actually, like, even though I don't like Stipe, and I think that Stipe could, you know, get somebody to help him market himself better, you know, especially because, you know, he's a fireman, you know,
Right.
he chooses to be a fireman, and like that story alone should be more than enough for people to be huge fans of this guy, right?
Right.
Yet, if you ask people, some of them either don't know who he is or just don't care about him, right? And if you think about it, him being such a like a risk taker and kind of like a hero type guy, not only that, but he's the only person in the heavyweight division to have, you know, defended the title 3 times, which is impressive just by the standard of heavyweights. You know, they throw hard leather, and, you know, like, what the heck? Oh, my bad. I think that's me.
That you?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, some video started playing over here because I was looking for the odds.
Okay.
Anyway, but like, I honestly think that Stipe will at least last longer and edge out like more of a better game plan. But I just don't see him out wrestling or out striking DC, just because DC is undefeated at heavyweight. He's been in there with really tough competitors already, you know, just let alone Josh Barnett, you know, one of the best, you know, what is it? Wrestlers. What's the wrestling he calls it?
Catch can. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, that's
something like that.
Yeah, like he has this unique style of wrestling that he's able to do so many things to
catch wrestling.
All these different.
Catch wrestling.
Jesus Christ. Catch wrestling. Like he's able to do things that other wrestlers, you know, could only like dream about. Take down certain people that can, you know. So if DC was able to do well enough against a guy like that, what do you think he's going to do against a guy who was, you know, a pretty good wrestler? You know, not like something spectacular. Not like a Henry Cejudo or anything like that, right? And he kind of proved it in the first fight, right? He didn't get taken down. It was all on the feet. And he kind of lured Stipe into, you know, believing that the clinch was going to be a good game plan for him. And he caught him. And I just don't see Stipe coming in here and making the same mistake. But I also think that DC is going to have a really good game plan to, you know, just kind of shut him down and do the same thing he did before, beat him.
Right. So we got a couple people picking Stipe. Actually, Davey Boy said, calling for the upset. He goes, Stipe will be the first person to reclaim his belt after a title loss. Yep, I said is what he said. And then Jeremiah says Stipe by TKO. Damn. Look, man, I don't think he's gonna go the same, like you said, the same outcome. I think it'll be the same result. I think DC's gonna win. I think he's gonna win by submission, though. I think it's gonna be. I think that you're right. Stipe learned his lesson. He's just like, yeah, okay, let's not. You know, if we clinch, let's make sure we don't, you know, catch anything on the way out. Maybe try and keep DC, you know, at bay with the, you know, jabs and all that and kicks. But I think, you know, DC's gonna make that fight go to the ground. Gonna show he's a superior wrestler, and it won't go exactly like the Anthony Johnson fight, but same way. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll be a takedown, beat him up a little bit on the ground, and then submit him, take his back, submit him on the ground. That's just what I think. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hyped as fuck about it. I'm hoping DC wins that shit because I'm a big fan of DC. What's up?
No, do you think that DC will look for another fight after this if he wins? Or do you think, win or lose, he's going to retire after this?
The way he's talking sounds like retirement. No? Like, the way he's talking sounds just like this might be it. Maybe he's done with the Johnny Bones, you know, trilogy. I think John Jones is totally trolling by saying he'll never fight DC again. I
think John is overplaying his hand. I think John is trying to like entice him into like pissing him off and getting him to fight him. But I don't think you're right. I think DC is like past that now, like that point of his life where he had that rivalry where he was so emotionally invested in that fight. And I think DC has now achieved something where, you know, he feels that he's erased those losses.
Right.
The only thing I can think of, honestly, is maybe DC having another fight, and that's against Ngannou, just so he could say that he, you know,
Avenge Kane.
Yeah, Avenge Kane, you know, for that like phantom quote unquote knockout that he received. But whether or not he does or does not retire, DC deserves a good send off. So hopefully he can win this fight and retire and really like put everything behind him, because I mean he's an analyst, he's doing all kinds of like just different things, coaching and all that stuff. I mean, he's a good guy. I would want to
Gilroy High School represent.
Yeah, I would want to see him retire like a good guy, like a GSP, right? At the top, just leave the belt behind and say goodbye to fighting and just concentrate on something else.
Some with you. I think Saturday night, I'm either going to see DC. Once he wins, I'm predicting obviously that he wins. I think I'm going to see DC call out John Jones again, or I'm going to see DC retire in Anaheim, in the state that he's from or that he lives, and he's going to call it a night or call it a career. There's no other fight for him, dude. The Ngannou fight, whatever, I guess, right? But it's either John Jones or retirement at this point. Once he beats Stipe, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's going to be it, man. And I think either he calls out John Jones or he retires. And the way John Jones is talking, like you said, overplaying his hand and shit, I think even DC might be like, you know what? You're a roid head. Go fuck yourself. Like,
well, he should do that, right? Like that should be his response. Like, there's nothing else to prove at this point. Like the only thing to prove now is maybe take one more fight, right? And then he solidifies himself as a 3-time defending champion. Right. And then good luck to whoever wants to break that record,
Right. So DC or Uptown MMA says DC is too smart. God's MMA says if DC wins, will they make the JBJ, the John Bones Jones trilogy, big risk reward for DC? I think it's the other way. I think it's big risk reward for the other guy. Actually, no, you're right. For DC, that's that. But for John Jones, it's big risk, little reward, because he already has a win over DC, one legit one and one where he got busted fucking cheating. Then God's MMA says E60. Oh, so he did a piece on E60. I had to fucking find that because I haven't seen it yet. He said that he's at peace with John Jones. With Jones, do you believe him? No. I'll tell you why. DC is ultra competitive, right? Dude can still do it. He said he was gonna be retired by 40, and he had his best year of his career at 39, 38, right? No, I don't think he's at peace with it at all. I fucking have roles that I rolled against guys in other academies that I haven't let go of, all right? And I'm nowhere near as competitive as DC. You telling me that he's at peace? Hell no. No.
Yeah, it's weird for somebody like him, knowing him. We all know how he is. He gets competitive. Right. And him saying that he's at peace with something. I mean, like you said, most of us are pretty competitive. We know better than that.
But that dude's ultra competitive. Like, DC probably make me look like a quitter as far as how that competitive he is. But no, man, I don't think he's at peace with that. And honestly, if he says that, that's to me, that's like almost like a hit retirement. If once he retires, if he never fights if he never beats John Jones, I think then he's gonna have to find a way to make peace with it. Believe me. But in order to retire, you probably have to make peace with it. So if he retires, maybe you're right. Maybe he did. He's telling the truth. But I just don't buy it, man. I just don't. So that being said, as far as like another fight for him, it's John Jones or bust, right? So
yeah,
that's kind of it.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, when I do these shows, all my materials on my phone, and I can't jump out of this app. So anything else you want to talk about before we head out of here for the night?
Let me think. The Cats and Gano thing, if you want to address that, which is kind of sucks, but it's understandable. If you're saying that she had a prior engagement that she couldn't get out of,
project, yeah,
kind of sucks because she's like on a 3-fight losing streak, I think, or 4.
No, she's not on a losing streak, right? Am I right?
Or did she win her last fight?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's not on a losing streak though. I'm pretty sure she won her last fight. Fuck.
No, I think she lost her last fight.
Did she?
I think her last fight she lost. It was that girl that ended up going up against God, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure she lost her last fight. Anyway, okay. It sucks, Anderson. But against Megan, she lost against Megan. That sucks.
No. She fought Dude, I can't remember. Again, my phone is on my shit. Goddamn. Do I have anything else over there? For real. Oh, the eye cut. That's right. Megan Anderson's fucking toe or toenail or whatever it was. Cut
That's
up.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't count that as a loss. Fuck that.
I still say Megan did that on purpose.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I
told you,
shit, bro.
Did you go back and look for it? Because I told you that she did it to somebody else in what is it? In Invicta. That's how she won the title. I think the same way. Like she also kicked somebody in the eyeball, basically.
Fuck that. She's dirty.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so in her last 2 fights, she's 1-1. She beat Marion Renault, and then she was on a 3-fight losing streak before that.
Okay.
Okay. Still not the greatest of record, but you know.
Right. So I'm pulling up the latest headlines here. So yeah, dude, people are actually fucking posting that video of Nate Diaz lighting up. Nate Diaz
that thing is all workouts. Over.
And I'm just like, dude, it's not a joint, dude. He would not be smoking weed on stage. That's stupid. Like,
as soon as you said it, I went to Twitter and like I saw it like 7 or 8 times like on my timeline. So it's like,
yeah,
you can't miss it.
No, you can't miss it. It's fucking everywhere. Anthony Pettis says he was ready to face Conor McGregor at 244 prior to Nate Diaz's offer. Yeah, right. Huh. I'm sorry. No. You're telling me he didn't hold out for that fight? Out of your fucking mind, dude. Nah, I don't buy that.
Oh, here's a good question. Do you think the event next week is gonna happen in what is it, Macau?
China.
Right.
No, it's in China, right?
Right.
Do I think it's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, there's a huge protest going down right now in Hong Kong. Hong Kong obviously used to be British territory. Well, they have worked out this deal where they were gonna leave after some time. Well, that deal finally was up. They got to go, right? So now China's trying to go in there and implement their government on Hong Kong. Hong Kong's like, kick rocks, dude. You guys are retarded. And so now there's a lot of like protesting and it's getting violent. I saw a cop get beat with his own baton.
Yeah,
a little funny. I'm not gonna lie, but fucked up. So that I believe Jessica Andrade's manager actually put out a statement saying like, hey, we're a little worried about this, but we're sure the UFC is gonna take precautions. So I think it's gonna happen. I think they'll find a way to make it happen, but. I mean, I guess I don't know, man. Fuck. I think they'll do it. I think they'll still do it. But you never know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's hard because of the civil unrest. You know, it's like, do you really want to go to a country, that has that much civil unrest and like, infighting and try to bring like an event like that to them at this point? Like it's a little tough. You're right. If they really want to make it work, they'll make it work. But I think we might end up getting one of those like, hey, we're moving to, I don't know, the Philippines or, somewhere else like nearby where they can kind of usher everything over. Who knows, though? Right. I mean, all this could clear up within the week and we could be all good. But you never know.
Yeah, that's the problem. You never know. Anyway, all right. Let's check on the headlines here before we head out. We're pretty much out of time.
Yeah. By the way, did you have an opinion on the Colby Covington smack talking Misha Tate on her radio show?
Dude, I don't know. No, because I'm not okay. Here's something I will say. All right, this is gonna add another 10 points to this fucking show. So sit down, motherfucker. Colby Covington and Henry Cejudo.
Oh Lord! We didn't even touch that.
I'm at the point. Here's what I tweeted out. So if you don't know, Henry Cejudo put out a video saying he wants to fight. He wants to fight Valentina Shevchenko, right? He wants to be the first intergender champion. Just think about that for the split second, okay? You thought about it? Good. Kick it out of your brain and forget it, okay? Here's the fucking problem. We keep reacting to this fucking asshole, okay? That's the problem. We keep reacting to all his bullshit. And he keeps it up, all right? Cringe Cejudo's here to stay because we allow him to be here. The first thing I tweeted out when I saw that, I didn't even retweet the video. I just said, we keep paying attention to this motherfucker. He's going to stick around, right? He's going to keep doing this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay attention to Covington when he talks shit. I don't pay attention to Henry Cejudo when he talks shit. right? They're both, first of all, they're both awful at talking shit. Okay, like to me, quite awful. Right.
Right.
Covington plays up the whole MAGA angle, and I don't believe he believes, but for money, fuck it, get paid, right? I don't even hate his hustle, for real. I don't even shit on him. Hey, stick to your hustle if I get you paid. You want to MAGA lift left and right and do all this shit? Davey says Kobe's the king of cringe. Yeah, and fucking and Henry's the prince. He's a little short prince of fucking Shrek. But he if we keep paying attention to these assholes, we're gonna keep doing it. That's it. So if you enjoy it, go for it. Keep reacting to it. It's all good. It'll stick around. Me, I'm done with it. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, god damn it. That being said, when they make Usman versus Covington and Usman fucks him up, I'm gonna laugh. That'll be fun. And when Henry
that's what we're hoping for, though, right?
Right. And when Henry Cejudo gets rematched against Marlon Moraes, and Moraes decides he's gonna act right and knock him the fuck out, then I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, so you're waiting for the MMA gods to smile upon us and give us exactly what we want, right? That's what you're waiting for?
Yeah, it usually never happens. But
yeah, exactly.
But I can hope. All right.
Which is what gives me pause about this weekend, having a DC, walk off into the sunset on a victory seems too good for us. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. All right. Just checking out headlines here. And look, we still got to get through Friday, okay? We still got to get through Friday. Like,
yeah, wait till they drug test Nate Diaz and be like, oh, we found something, some kind of illegal substance in his bloodstream because of the joint he was smoking. That's like ridiculous. That'll be the worst. But anyway.
Okay. Hey, real quick. Out of the top 3 fights, who misses weight? Davey Boy just asked who misses weight. Out of the top 3 fights, who's the most likely to miss weight?
Oh, Romero.
Right. Exactly. I was gonna say Pettis. But it's at 170. If you miss 170,
dude, what is he?
Just quit.
What is he? What's his name? Fought for that title recently. You look exactly like him. Kelvin Gastelum. Yeah. What is he, Gastelum?
Yeah, right. Did he miss 185 too? Right.
No, he didn't. No, I was also thinking of Big Rig, right? Didn't Big Rig do that too?
Big Rig missed 185. And he missed about like 6 pounds of some stupid shit. Oh my god. And I remember laughing. I'm like, Big Rig at 205. Give him DC. Fuck it. Twice. Davey says twice. All right. That's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We got nothing else. Again, appreciate you guys fucking staying cool with us and shit through all these problems. I'm going to get back to the lab. I head to California this weekend, so I'm going to work on this tonight and tomorrow and then forget about it until Monday. Try to get this whole thing going. If I can stream something from the event, I will. Not the fight. Sorry. He's going to get us kicked off his shit. But, I'll put up pictures and shit and video, whatever goes on during the event. That's like cool.
Or just pretend you're playing video games, yo.
Right? Exactly. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna take this back. That dude was a fucking legend. David says chicken, whatever, dude. Anyway, but yeah, that's gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to spicespros.com. Shout out to RepTheWarriors.com. They got new shit. Look, if you didn't, they sold out of the Nate Diaz walkout shirt. So sorry, I got mine. It's in the mail. I gotta go grab it. But yeah, if you guys meet later, Davey, later, Gods, MMA. If you guys are around in Anaheim and shit at the event, I'm gonna be there from the first fight to the very last fight. Hit me up on the DMs on Twitter, and meet up for real quick chat and shit before we, in between fights. You know how it takes, dude. Fights, the pacing on fights, especially when they're on TV, are so slow that I'll have time to hang out for a little bit. So, all right, boys. Appreciate you guys and shit, and hopefully we'll catch you on an actual YouTube stream next week. All right, see you guys. All right, Jesse, I'm gonna jump off here. I know everyone can still hear us, but still.
Oh man, that means I can't be honest with them, huh?
Right. I'm gonna hit stop broadcast. It might kick us off, so we'll see. All right, y'all.
That's cool.